Recording in progress.
Good evening. I'd like to call the September 2nd Town Board meeting to order. Everyone please rise for the pledge of allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like everyone to please stand back up. I'd like to hold a brief moment of silence for the school shooting that occurred in Minnesota, for the church shooting that occurred in Minnesota last week. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a school and a church.
So you're right. It's all right.
I just have one announcement to make. So, as a lot of people know, the Woodburn Bridge, the state is coming to reconstruct that bridge. We asked them, they were supposed to start the project a while ago, but obviously it was going to create big disturbances in Woodburn over the summer. So the state DOT agreed to hold off construction until after the summer season. So today, they officially, starting Tuesday, September 2nd, crews will begin work on the construction of a temporary structure. So the timeline is that in September of 2025, they're going to construct an on-site detour, which is a 2-lane temporary bridge structure with 11-foot wide travel lanes with temporary traffic signal at Route 4252 intersection. They're going to have very small 4-foot wide shoulders, wide pedestrian walkway. Access to driveways will still be maintained during construction. Then further along in the fall, they're going to open up a detour for the traffic, and then major rehabilitation work is going to start on the bridge. And then from January through springtime, they're going to start restoring traffic on the bridge. They're going to remove the detour structure, and then they're going to do a winter shutdown. And then in the spring again, they're going to start up again, and they're going to install a rail, curb, and 4 sidewalks. They're going to complete the paving work and install plantings and signs. So you're going to start seeing that activity in Woodburn shortly. Paula, do we have any correspondence this week?
No.
No? Then I will go ahead and open up to public comment. Would anyone from the public like to speak to?
No.
Please stand up.
I just want to ask, when is the bridge expected to be completed?
They said 2 years. According to this, they said 2 years. They only gave us a timeline going on to spring of 2026, where we'll restart work again. But it's supposed to be a 2-year project. They didn't give us a timeline beyond next spring. Next spring. Please stand up, come forward, give us your name.
Up here.
Come on up.
If you could write your name down here first.
To the board would like
To the board. Here.
My name is Dr. Arthur Brown. I'm a new resident of South Fallsburg. I moved here, possibly going permanently as of the beginning of June. When I was a little boy, my parents, back in the 50s, we had a place in Monticello for over years. I have had an ongoing, which to me was a terrible, terrible problem with abusive neighbors, when I felt my well-being was threatened, my peace of mind, and certainly my way of life was threatened. It had gone on for approximately 2 months. instead of leveling out, it became amplified. I actually got to the point, regrettably so, I called 2 different real estates. I reluctantly had made the decision that I was going to move. And I love here, and there's so much to love. And a lot of people might take it for granted. It is so special. Okay. As a last result, or a last resort, I called the police department. This was now a very tiny web of problems, and one led to another, and it was hard for me myself to keep track of what was going on. So I called the police. I was referred to the police department. And I'm soon going to give a list of the officers. But when one of the officers came, I said, well, perhaps, officer, you should know that such and such has happened before today. They said, we got it. And the officer repeated the sequence of events to me. I was amazed. Then, several days later, another officer came. I said to myself, oh no. I said, I'm going to have to start again. I said, should I start from the beginning? He said, no, I'm familiar with the case. We have been briefed with your case, and we're on top of it. And it wasn't that I had to test the officer, but to make me feel secure, the officer said, well, this is what happened last time, and this and this. I said, this is amazing. This went on maybe 4 different times. I really was scared, but I was reassured by each officer. They said, do not worry, we will resolve this. Do not worry. I take a cardiac medication, and one of the neighbors ripped off from my door the note that I left with FedEx. And if I didn't get that medication, my life would have been in danger. It was Sergeant Edwards Sr. He saw me crying. He had tears in his eyes. Where do you get this? But I want to say, I was going to leave. I'm not going anywhere. The problem has been resolved the way it was promised. It was done efficiently, effectively, and the coordination. I never had to repeat myself. I never had to beg. I never had to lower my self-esteem. And now I'm just going to give the names of the officers involved. Okay. Lieutenant Michael Dotoratos, Sergeant Jason Edwards Sr., Police Officer Anthony Ramirez. And I just want to give a footnote here. The music was so bad that when I was calling the police, I couldn't hear the dispatcher, and the dispatcher couldn't hear me. When Police Officer Ramirez finished with these people, not only don't they play the radio, they speak in a whisper. I'm not exaggerating. Okay, so that was Police Officer Anthony Ramirez. Then Police Officer Patrick Lalowitz. What a humble man. It's not like you're asking for a favor. They want to help you. And that makes me feel very special. And I'm not a special guy. I'm a very plain guy. But then there was dispatcher Jason Edwards. That would be Junior, because I asked about the same last name, and he said, no, the Sergeant Edwards said, oh, that's my son, the dispatcher. And then Police Officer Jacob Miller, he just helped. He was like the pivot man. Everyone worked together, and smoothly. There were no bumps in the road. Every car fit in together. I just wanted to publicly thank the police department, and bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's amazing news. I definitely love hearing
We
instances like
have
that.
a good police department, thanks to our chief
Brendan Pavesi.
All because of the guys
Yes.
and gals.
And you all work together, so.
Would anyone else like to speak tonight from the public?
Do you have somebody online? Charlie, you can unmute yourself. Charlie? I don't know where he went.
There, looks like he's muted? Or
He is
no?
muted, he's not
Yeah, he's
unmuting himself.
muted.
Charlie, can you unmute yourself?
You can't take your mute off?
I can't, no.
No, he's got to.
He's gone.
You lost Charlie.
Okay. Would anyone else, either in person or online, like to speak before we close the public portion? Nope. Okay, then I will go ahead and close public comments, and we will move on to our agenda items for tonight. Number one, motion to approve town board minutes dated 8/26/25.
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
My motion passes. Number two, so this was a warrant that I had on the agenda last week. I asked to table it because I did not actually receive the warrant and the vouchers, the invoices to review. I thought it would be available this week, but it hasn't been, so I have not reviewed it. I'm okay, if you wanna vote on it, we could. I'm gonna vote no because I haven't done my due diligence and oversight. But if we wanna push it off another meeting, I'd
So
prefer
the only
that.
issue is that the staff is like all stressed out because it's now going 2 weeks. So I kinda committed to them that I would push it along. I had a copy of it, but.
You had a copy of the warrant, the original warrant, which just says the name of the vendor and the amount. But the vouchers themselves, since we have to, yeah, so that's the piece I usually review, and I leave it out on the table for all the council members to review. They didn't bring it out last time, didn't bring it out this time. I'm not, personally, I'm gonna vote no because I cannot attest to the purchases, but if everyone else wants to vote yes on it, that's on you, but it's, I don't know, I know bills need to get paid, but I need to review
Right.
warrants before I can,
I'll make a motion and see where it goes.
so motion, alright, so number two, motion to approve warrant number 08B25 dated 8/22/25 in the amount of $341,134.53.
Second it.
I have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Alright, and I'm gonna vote no. Alright, so on to number three. Motion to accept resignation from Dylan Ginty as a part-time dispatcher effective 9/2/25.
Motion.
I
Second.
have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Number four, motion to accept resignation from Joseph Espria as police officer effective 9/8/25.
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes.
Slow it down a minute, because you guys are talking at the same time.
Good?
Yeah, but they have to, like, one makes the motion, and then wait a second, and then the other can second, because everybody keeps talking on top of each other.
So you don't know who's making what motion?
Exactly.
All right, so it is with great pleasure to bring up the next motion. Motion to approve the employment of Dylan Ginty as a full-time police officer with a starting salary of $57,963 yearly effective 9/2/25.
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and I have a second from Jeff. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Welcome aboard. At this time, I just also want to bring up, let's take a break so we could do pictures with the family. But I also want to mention that last week we approved Michael Koshetsky as our new SRO. And, we'd like an opportunity to get pictures and congratulate him as well, along with the family and everyone else.
You want to just finish the short agenda and do it all that?
Fine with
We
me.
have two more motions.
Yeah.
So do we want to, so
Yeah,
let's just
just
go
con-
run through the agenda and we'll
Correct,
finish up
we're
the
looking
meeting.
for us to be rushed.
So we'll adjourn the meeting and we'll go
Yeah.
straight to the pictures. Perfect. All right, so number 6. Motion to authorize Supervisor Ben Simone to sign the New York State Water Infrastructure Improvement and Intermunicipal Water Infrastructure Grant Program signature and certification form in regards to the South Fallsburg wastewater treatment plant upgrade project.
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Number 7, this is in relation to engaging with special counsel to assist us with a personnel-related matter. It requires outside counsel because we don't have, I guess, we need specialized assistance in this matter. So number 7, Resolution 71 of 2025, authorizing engagement of special counsel with respect to a certain employment issue.
Motion. Second.
I have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Abstain.
I have, all in favor, aye, and I have 1 abstention. So, 3-0-1. All right, and that is it for our agenda items for tonight. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn or go into executive or whatever.
Executive for employment.
We need executive for
We'll do pictures
appointment.
first and then you.
Yeah, do
So-
the pictures first.
So how about we do that? I'll entertain a motion to go into executive session for personnel-related matters. But before we go in and do that, we will take pictures and then go in.
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. After executive session, we don't anticipate any further business. After I hit this gavel, I would like the families to come up for pictures. Let's start with Michael from last week, and then we'll move on to our newest officer, Dylan. Thank you very much for coming tonight.
So I just want to say, Mike Kashetsky, known him a long time, he's coming over from the sheriff's office. He hasn't been as employed as a sheriff, he was in the school for a while, but man, we're bringing in like, I feel like almost, the Yankees when you're trading for someone that just makes a home run for you, and I've known Mike a long time, he's got about 8 years' experience. I'm really fired up that he's coming to work here. The school, to me, no offense to SRO Brooks, who is now our sergeant, they're getting a huge upgrade. I mean, this guy's squared away, and when my son was in Tri-Valley, he was there for him, and did a wonderful job. So I'm real proud to have him part of this family, and I'm really excited, and I can't wait to see the future, man. Congratulations, boys.
We'll come.
Sit tight over there, we'll come over.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
This week, you guys, I made enough room that we can do it right here.
Hey, move over.
But you stand right there, don't worry, you good.
You're sure not fine.
We take a step up, we open up
There we
this
go.
whole area.
Yeah,
We don't
move
just
over.
squeeze into this little
Oh,
pocket.
Get out of behind me.
Walk toward me. Come on.
Come on, wait, just.
There you go.
Come closer.
All right, smile. Jeff, you're not smiling.
I'm smiling, just take the picture.
I got that one. Brendan, you wanna go back one more time?
Sure.
Oh, you're coming back? Make room for me.
Right here.
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna say, I do tower over you, so.
Yeah, I know everybody towers over me.
Okay. Good. Who's next?
You wanna do family?
Yes. You look great. Don't look.
Okay, smile. Good. Okay, Brendan.
Next.
You need to
All
speak,
right.
not one.
So something I want to mention too to everybody in the meeting that I didn't say about Mike, and I'll say it about Dylan too. Both of these guys live in the town of Fallsburg. So to me, that's a huge thing. It's not that people that don't live in the town don't do the same job, but I always say it strikes me a little different when I drive home to Woodburn. Things affect you a lot differently. So having two guys that live in the town and building this department, Dylan Haven't known you that long, man. All I hear is good things about you. I mean, there's a warm spot in my heart for you. You know, United States Marine. My 18-year-old's in the Marine, so I'm fired up about what you did for our country. Thank you for that. Thank you for your service. I have no doubt that you're going to fly off and just go 100 miles an hour. I can't wait. This whole group of, like, I say young people, even though they're not really young, fascinates me. If I could, like, get my wife to dye my hair, I'd be right back out, right back at it, like, and loving it. And watching them do what they do, it's awesome. So I am so, so happy that he's here. And I just think that joining our family in Fallsburg, this department's going places that no department's been. So I'm really fired up about it, man. Congratulations.
Thanks, sir.
Me first?
Michael, you wanna get in that with them?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, you. Michael, just come stand.
Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you can get a high behind me?
Sorry. Thank you.
That's okay.
Paula, you gotta go.
What do you want me to
Make
do?
them look. Paula makes you guys look good, she gotta come. Okay, smile. Okay.
How about all the officers, please come up?
Yeah.
Come on, all of you.
Yeah,
We know
family,
all the
Miranda.
officers. Family first? Okay, and then the cops. All right.
We don't have to get in that though.
Yeah, we do. There are our officers.
Family first.
That's all right. Hey, Ian.
You might need a bigger room.
No, you're good, we got you. Okay, everybody look, smile. That's a good one, okay.
You can take, feel free to make more pictures outside too. Yeah, please.
Thank you.
Now, all our officers. Okay, you're making me feel short here, you know?
You are short,
Johnny too. Yeah, you stand by him.
Alright, you guys gotta like,
We'll get it in there.
Just block me, huh?
There you go.
alright, you ready? Okay.
Thank you.
All done?
Thanks.
No.
All right, I think we'll turn.
That's it. Thank you everyone for coming tonight. We're gonna head into executive session.
He's like, oh, our friend. It was bad. It's important. Vicky's texting me, she's like, what's going on? Grab you in a minute. I don't know, because I think it's the picture, there's three, but I don't know that Sherry would do
Jeff, go outside.
Amanda still needs a resolution.
Well, okay, but it's, I mean, I can't, we can end in September.